EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Breeze now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, early on this year, we thought that Michael Thomas might threaten Marvin Harrison's record of 143 catches in a season. Didn't quite get there, but he did lead the NFL CD, 125 of them.
And he's smart enough to make sure he's attached at the hip with his quarterback, Drew Brees, and they connected on a staggering 85% of his targets, the highest percentage of any quarterback-receiver combo in NFL history. It definitely justifies his social media handle, "Can't guard Mike."
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Get set.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 6 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Let's go. We're going. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Demario.
Why is there no clock? It doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you just have it paused for however long he wants? So boo-boo. Elite skills went to take a shit.
Davis there on the stop. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Black. Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
No.
It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
I wanted to call the
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Maybe. Thanks.
Play action now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP a trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, come on.
Indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of
That's
the
not
offense.
a slide.
MVP of the defense
He
in the 26-7 AFC victory. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
Holding.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Strip him.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Sammy! Ready!
They go play action here on 1st down.
What are you doing, man? You just stood there when you could have went back there and swatted it. You're wildin'.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
I mean, I
2
guess
minutes
because
to
the
play
safety
in a
wasn't there, that
tightly
makes sense.
contested
It
first
was still
half.
deep. We
We're
should
back to New
move with
Orleans
them.
after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows
At
what
the
hit him,
one.
but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Breeze going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit
Kill,
of yardage here.
kill.
Back to the 2. It'll go as a
My
loss of a
man said
yard, and it'll
kill.
set up 3rd down.
That's a
Kill,
really alert
kill.
defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this time,
Yes, let's go.
and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to...
Aha, you're a scrub.
And this one will not work out. It is...
Ah!
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it? It certainly was, because he allowed some blocks to set up
I
in
don't
front
even
of him.
know if he's
If
playing.
that continues,
I feel like
it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some
going
defense.
to where it automatically picks his play.
First down throw for Cousins. Forced out to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
Break tackle.
And showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I'm pretty sure I put it at like 8 o'clock. This is what I don't like playing, when the sun shines into the stadium and you can't see. Like, I can't see it. I don't want the field to look like that. I want it to be regular.
Cousins now on second down. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Cousins on first down. Steps away to his left. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play fake. Cousins. Flushed out right. His throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 33 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first Ezekiel.
A monster.
Nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I hate that 4 wide receiver shit. I don't never know what to call
So now they have to
against
contend
it.
with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes
Let's
backwards.
try the old school. Old school. Cover the flats.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took
20.
a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now
Better
it's
punt
4.
it, buddy.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
The
3rd
scrub.
down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. For the Minnesota Vikings, earlier you and I were breaking down Kirk Cousins' season and the disappointment there, but they go from 13-3 to 8-7-1, and this was a team that many thought off that 13-3 season were Super Bowl contenders. What happened?
I think they struggled with Kirk Cousins meshing in as their new starting quarterback. Their offensive line had its share of troubles up front.
I feel like I duped you.
But the defense, even though the numbers were good at the end of the year,
very good choice,
they struggled throughout
okay.
as well. They had some games where they gave up some big plays. Remember the Rams game earlier in the season? The Packers game that was a tie, I think the second game of the year. So all in all, they could just never get that consistency and cohesiveness that they had in 2018.
New England playbook.
I
don't have the usual plays that I use. I have to use the boring Minnesota offense. LOL. I'm running at the strong players on the defense. Probably not very smart.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Let's go.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to get
way
this
too crazy.
Inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one.
Can't ever do that again. Go at 4. Go at 4.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Cook.
Come on.
Back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What's the community doing, boy? It's the community to win.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Got everybody spread. About to pound it up the middle, bruh.
He'll get it up the middle.
Come on, who is that guy? He's not even a real
He's going to be
person.
stopped before he can
No
even
one's
get
heard of
started.
him.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Black, you two. Wide, wide. Wait, hot. Wait,
To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray from 10 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone.
Yeah, because I hit X, fool.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25.
Gotta start
Call it the
scoring faster
24-yard
when we
line.
play in
Charles, as the
tournaments
Cowboys
again.
take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's
Need
now
me
6
some money
straight divisional
plays.
round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an
Terrible
organization.
playbook.
But think about this season. They started 3-5. Ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the
hit him
future looks
harder,
good for
man. I
Dallas.
flicked the stick.
I also like what they're
They
building.
cleaned his
Dak
clock.
Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them.
Strip him.
Complete.
Man.
He's going to get this all the way down
You're
inside
trash.
the 35. A very nice
Boo-boo
pick
Baggins.
33 yards.
The Hobbit.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
I got
They'll
pissed.
stop it with
Can't
a
wait
little
for
over
this 30 seconds
to
to
go
be
in the
done.
first half of play. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
47, 47. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Buying time to his left.
What are you doing, my
To get
man?
7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a
Y'all
signal,
can't
and a
hit stick him when he
timeout.
flies in
As the
the
stoppage
air.
will come with 23 seconds to go till
Break his
halftime.
neck. Catch him with the trick play. Catch him with the trick play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Catch him with the trick play. Catch him with the trick play. Ayy.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Man, wait.
That is
Come on, yo.
touchdown,
You're flagging.
Cowboys.
I got it press in that direction and hit
As the first
turn.
half is winding down, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of
Pretty
NFL
sure I get
camps.
the ball
Remember
back.
we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there.
Well,
take that
not.
momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played.
Yeah, because you kicked it out of bounds.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying call. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Got this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Man, I didn't know it was going to start.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Give me that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken
Spread
out of scrimmage. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
User.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Short yardage, Prescott. He's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Got burnt.
A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
The scrub.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Prescott.
Double teamed him.
Dancing to his left.
Get him. Get him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Emerson Griffin able to run him down for a loss of a yard. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper.
Yes, he broke the tackle. Went way back.
Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Coming right up the center.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation.
Oh, what is... Man, come on, yo.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard
They even, like,
line.
threw it up high. It's so stupid.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
46.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
How do you get burnt like that by the fullback?
A 12-yard touchdown
slow.
grab.
That
And the
means you're
Cowboys
slow.
are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Why would they go for 2? Who does this commentary?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh,
So
come on, bro.
First down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think
What do
on
you
early downs like
mean?
that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey,
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Cousins to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Here we go. Hey.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs, top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 48 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He's going to get it running right. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
Purple 48. Purple 48. Able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll run. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good.
Too much time.
21-14.
Too much time on the clock, buddy.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
We'll tackle him at the 19. I guess that's okay, too.
Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man.
Come on, man.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I couldn't do nothing more with
and
that.
at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Pressure's on you, buddy.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Nope.
Staying on his feet. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. On the left side, Gallup's
What is that?
a good pickup there of 20 yards.
Like,
Now,
I hit stick
here, we're
and
going to
he
get a
just
timeout by the offense.
he breaks his
As
leg
the
and
clock will
falls
stop
down.
with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
Nice solid gain there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They'll look to throw.
What are you doing, man?
It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're
So
an extra
dumb.
point away from tying this game. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in.
Fucking bullshit,
And get
man.
into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be
Pass
easier
interference? Come on. Are you kidding me?
And the connection
Yeah. Like, get out of here.
Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go play action. Cousins.
Through it, man.
Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a bootleg with Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Stupid,
They give them a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's awesome. Hey, here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
300. Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Cousins escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 on the play. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Wow. I'll tell you, he got a good spot on that one. It's 4th and 2, and he might have gotten 2 and an inch, but that's all he needed, and that'll keep the drive moving.
Now Cousins rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
We're seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Fucking threw it to you, man. Like, come on, bro.
That goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, Prescott.
Come on, man.
Caught by Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 37 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing. So
man, come on, bro. I was running away like 4 seconds ago. So stupid.
Runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
Why would you fall down, bro? It doesn't even make sense.
Keeping the toes inbounds.
Fucking
It's a gain
stupid.
of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We're going. We're going. Let's go. Bingo.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like